Of course, with anything that's here and then I change my mind and I don't want it anymore, all I could simply do is I can do Control X. If I didn't want it, that could delete it. If I want to undo, I could bring it back. If I want to right click, I can delete it from here and I can undo. And if I simply don't want it, I can click on it as it is here and I can actually press the backspace button and that's like delete. So again, whatever your preference is to get rid of it. Same thing here. If I don't want the table anymore, I would simply highlight the table. I'm a backspace girl, so I would click the backspace and there goes my table. Same thing here. I want to maybe click Control X and it would be gone. What are some other things that I could insert in a doc? I could insert a drawing. Now, a drawing, this would probably be best if someone perhaps wanted to create a timeline, or if someone wanted to do a special word problem, or maybe they wanted to create something in a Google slide and save it as a picture, they could do that. Let me show you what drawing is. Drawing is like Microsoft Paint, or what used to be Microsoft Publisher. So if you click on drawing and you click a new one, it comes up with a smaller window and you would create in here perhaps a text box if you wanted to do that. But you could also uh, insert a text box in Google Doc. So it's really up to you. But let's say I wanted to make a word bank. I would click right here and then it would have all the features, the same thing. It would have a font if I wanted a different font, and then I could start with my words, whatever I would be typing, and so forth. And then what happens is when you save and close it, it would insert it. Now, Janine, it doesn't look like a box at all. All I would have to do is double click it. I forgot to make the outline. So here's what I would do is I would click on my box and I would use the tools up at the top and I would make sure that I have my outline. Well, what do I use for my outline? See these lines right here? If I click on that, it's a border, so I can have a small border. If I click off it, I can have a larger border, a thicker border if I wanted. I can also change the border color if I wanted. So all up to you. When you save it and close it, it almost becomes like this one little graphic that you can move and have the same options as you did with the picture. So that's inserting a drawing. You can also insert a chart if you wanted students to learn how to read a chart. Maybe you gave them a survey and you wanted to post the results of the survey from a Google form in the form of a beautiful, colorful chart. You can create any one of these. Google Sheets has the ability to export these types of graphs as well. Let's say you wanted to insert like a why did that disappear? Oh, I think because I pressed enter, it disappeared. If I wanted to insert a horizontal line, if I wanted to separate a section, and I would undo that if I didn't want it. And the date, oh, that's new. Let's see what that looks like. If I wanted to put a date, can I delete it? I can. Okay. Interesting as to why it would be shaded. Oh, it's almost like a hyperlink, meaning if you click on it, you could add it to your calendar or something. Oh, that's interesting. So it's an interactive link. Insert footnote. You remember from typing up papers and everything. Special characters. These are your math symbols. These are your foreign language symbols. These are arrows if you needed to do some type of math problem or anything that you needed an arrow for. Insert equation, headers, footers, page numbers, break, link. Well, you know how sometimes we get those whether it's an email or a Google Doc, and you always wonder why the word was blue. Well, here's the deal. If I, please, oh my goodness, I can't see. Please click, sometimes people put, please click here to watch video. What you would do is, let's just find a random video right now, and I will copy and paste the link. Kind of like if you attached a link to an assignment in Google Classroom. Let's do this one. Okay, I don't want it to approve. It's fine. Okay, let's pause it. I'm going to copy this link. I'm going to go to my doc here. Wrong one. I'm going to double click to highlight the whole word. If you double click a word, it highlights the whole thing. I'm going to use a shortcut here that says insert link. And then I'm going to paste the link. Now, wait a minute. It shows that I could actually paste a link to another document or something. Yes, you can. If you wanted your colleague to go to a certain place without sharing each doc individually, you can do that. So now what happens is there's that blue that I know, and the minute you see something is blue, it's interactive. So I can click on it and click on that web address, and it's going to take me to watch that video. So that was how you include, or insert, I should say, a hyperlink. And I think that was it as far as this. Now, as far as formatting, these are kind of the formatting shortcuts that we've been doing. The justification, the color, the margin, the bold, italicize, and so forth. That's really all the text. Paragraph styles, aligning and indenting. These are really everything that have been very consistent from Microsoft documents. And here are some tools here. And the one thing I wanted to tell you was about the voice typing. If you enjoy using your Siri or your Google Assistant or whatever you have on your phones, then you'll probably enjoy the voice typing. Hello, how are you? Question mark. So this can also help you if you are brainstorming. I know in the car, if I needed a paragraph in Spanish and I wanted to write it, I would actually speak it into my phone and then send it to myself. And then I was able to just copy and paste it into a doc or whatever I was giving the kids to work on. So voice typing is definitely a big help. So again, that was under tools and voice typing.